a weekend ahead of you. Just got to get through today. That's it.
I know.
All right, good morning. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It is the 17th day of October 2014. A little bit darker in the mornings. I guess that'll all change on November 2nd when we set the clocks back, huh?
Yep.
But until then, we have darker mornings as we get deeper into the year.
Yeah.
Closer and closer to the winter solstice, which is about 2 months away still.
Yeah, that's when the women come out and dance.
That's what they say. I haven't seen it, but that's what I've heard.
We should have an event.
I hear this every year.
Winter solstice.
Actually, I hear it
event.
twice a year.
Right here in front of the window.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Our friend
Better?
Doug. Well, I didn't feel bad yesterday. I just had a cruddy voice. Or maybe an improved voice. I guess it depends on your perspective. Exactly. I know by the end of yesterday, I had like no voice.
Yeah.
So we'll see how long I can last today. Doug Smith is with us this morning, our friend from since 1972.
Yep.
That's right.
How you doing, Doug?
When he was 11.
I'm doing okay, and good morning.
This morning at 7:35, Florida State Representative Matt Getz is coming on. He wanted to come on. He told Patsy it was urgent.
Yes.
He wants to come on to talk about the debate between the Governor Scott and former Governor Charlie Crist that was held on the 15th. And I don't know if it's about the fan issue or not. We'll find out when we get to there. 7:35, just a few minutes from now. News Bites today at 8:35. Oh, wait. After we're done with Mr. Getz, I want to... I got a fun thing for Friday morning.
Okay.
If you take a drive up to Mariana, which is in the Panhandle, west of Tallahassee, maybe halfway between Tallahassee and Pensacola, or a third of the way, something like that. There's a haunted bridge up there.
Okay.
I thought I would tell you this because of Halloween coming up. But you can't get to it by car. You can get close to it by car, then you have to walk another half mile to get to this bridge.
Oh, nice.
It's the haunted bridge.
That is excellent.
Of Bellamy... No, I'm sorry. It's the ghost of Bellamy Bridge.
Nice.
In Mariana. Interesting story about it, and even though the story, contradicts there's a real story, and then there's a legend, and I'll tell you both of them if I have time. I hope I do. But there's also there really is somebody buried there by the name of Bellamy, so a young lady. So, and people say that they have taken photos and seen the woman, the ghost in the photographs. Who knows? Remember the time we went to St. Augustine to the lighthouse?
Yeah, we did.
And I did not know that it had a reputation for being haunted. And I took a photograph of you coming up the spiral staircase. I took several photographs of you coming up the spiral staircase, and I had those orbs in them.
Yes,
the
that was
orbs
so cool.
in them, and it was kind of cool. So who knows? I don't know. The problem with doing a radio talk show is you just speak to too many people with too many opinions.
That's right. Exactly.
Your brain gets overloaded.
That's right. That's
All right. 8:35 News Bites will bring you the news without any commentary, except for now and then. Jim George comes in at 9:05. He sent me a video, or a link to a video, actually. No, a link to a website that was talking about horse TV, horses on TV.
Oh, okay.
All day long, 24 hours horse news.
Wow.
The Horse News Network, HNN.
Gosh. I bet there is such a thing.
There is. He sent it to me. I watched it. I watched some videos.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I'm making it up? No.
The Equine Alliance will love that. It's so cool because you got 24 hours of news, so why not have 24 hours of horses?
24 hours of horse news, yeah.
Yeah, and you got 24 hours of old movies, so why not have horses?
I thought it'd be good for me today because my voice is a little hoarse.
Yes, it is.
So Jim George at 9:05 to talk about what he does with American Cable Services, and then Horse Sense at 9:35 when the Equine Alliance of Marion County sends in a few folks. Doug's already yawning.
Yes, he is.
Ocala Magazine Radio at 10:05. Kelly Hart comes in here with her beautiful self, and she tells us whatever they're doing over at the magazine. I'm not so sure ever.
Yep.
But I find out when she gets here.
Exactly.
Pastor Matthew Barnett has written a book called Misfits Welcome. Find yourself in Jesus and bring the world along for the ride.
Yeah, I like the subtitle.
It is. If you think about it, when people make fun of Christianity or whatever, that really is the whole. The underlying thing is you're going to church because you realize you're not perfect.
Exactly.
Not because you think you are, but you get picked on anyway. Joan Hovey is coming on 11:20. Joan was called Canada's Mistress of Suspense
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Her book is called The Deepest Dark. It is a thriller novel just in time for Halloween, which is another 14 days away, right? Mm-hmm. 14 days away.
Coming up.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from today.
I know. It's so
Halloween on a
awesome.
Friday. If I was a kid, that would be exciting.
Yeah.
Or if I was a parent of a young child, it would be exciting. You go out on Friday night, you don't got to worry about getting up. Well,
Yeah.
some people do. Everybody isn't off on Saturdays.
No. Some people's weekends are Tuesday and Wednesday.
In fact, when my son was little, I did work on Saturdays. So, yeah.
Yeah, but
All right.
any night of the week is good for Halloween.
And on Fun with Joe today, I have a fun topic. There's a guide for parents, the IMDb guide. I know you probably know what the IMDb is. It's right. Do you know it's an organization that kind of rates movies, etc.
Yeah.
Gives you some idea about the movie. Anyway, there's a parents guide published by IMDb, and they will tell you exactly what to expect in the film. If there's a sex and nudity warning on a film, it'll tell you, well, here's exactly what you can expect. In other words, it might not be as bad as you think with the words sex and nudity. Well, the words sex and nudity warning shows up on a few Disney films.
I believe that.
Yeah, it does.
Sure, I
And
believe
so I
that.
will read to you, and they're kind of funny because it's really, really pushing it a little bit, but I guess they didn't want to take any chances. So I will read to you the sex and nudity warning on the IMDb Parents Guide, and you have to tell me the name of the Disney film that it relates to. It's kind of funny.
I think that's
When you
pretty
hear what
neat.
some of these warnings are, you'll say, "You're kidding me? That's a warning?" It's funny though, and some of them are very obvious. So some of them will be real easy as far as the game is concerned. And then with when Galen, you know this, on one of the things I wanted to talk to him about was the warnings, the warning labels on things.
Okay.
One of the warning labels somebody suggested, and this is where it comes from, somebody suggested putting a warning label on airplanes, warning somebody who flew in this plane had Ebola.
Oh, there you go.
Can you imagine? Can you
Yeah.
imagine getting onto a plane?
Yep. Well, that's like that wedding dress salon that nurse lady went to try on her dresses. Now
Right.
the owner says none of her employees will come to work.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah. She said she wasn't coughing, hacking, wheezing, anything, and now none of the employees are coming to work, so she's stuck.
Oh, no. Well,
Yeah.
so I have some funny ones, though. Some funny or stupid warning labels that I'll share with you.
I like that.
Funny. All right. Do you remember The Crawling Eye, the movie The Crawling Eye?
No, I don't remember that one.
Was it really? You don't remember The Crawling Eye? It was a big eyeball that
think so.
that had
Was that like the giant slime or something?
tentacles.
It was black and white, probably.
The Crawling Eye is looking out for you. I remember that was the theme. The Crawling Eye
Oh, okay.
is looking out for you, and there's a big eye. It was crawling around in neighborhoods. I
And
don't-
like scaring everybody, and nobody
It was
could.
a big crawling eyeball.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Really, nobody remembers that movie? Oh, too bad.
I don't remember that movie. I'll have to look it up and watch it.
Anyway,
for
it's
nostalgia's
another thing.
sake.
The CDC is looking out for you. I thought, oh, it's like the Crawling Eye logo.
That's pretty cool.
The Crawling Eye is looking out for you.
Did they make a crawling eye logo?
Who?
CDC was looking out for you.
No.
That would
I
be a
don't think
great
so.
selling point to re-release the movie in theaters. The crawling eye.
I bet it looks so hokey now.
Probably.
I bet if you were to look at it right now, based on you know what's funny when you look at pictures now from once upon a time, you say, "Boy, look how blurry they look." But back then, you didn't think that because you didn't know any better.
No, it was top of technology on its best.
I mean,
then.
none of my Polaroid pictures that I took years ago really are that good. I mean, they're
gosh.
all very, very fuzzy or whatever.
Yeah, but they're still nice to have. I wouldn't,
Oh yeah, well,
They're
whatever.
really nice to have.
All right, let's see. Apple unveils the new iPads. I think today Apple new Fab Tabs get a facelift. The iPad Air 2 and iPad Mini both come with Touch ID fingerprint sensors, which only used to be available for the iPhone. The Air 2 is just 6.1 millimeters thick, 18% smaller than the previous iPad Air. It's also got a souped-up processor, improved Retina display, and a camera that takes panoramic photos up to 43 megapixels.
Gosh.
Both of the new iPads will be available for pre-order today.
Nice.
So those kids who have the money to buy in the newest, latest, greatest, they're going to be sending in their money today.
Yes, they will. Or the
And there
parents
was
do.
a story on Joan Rivers. The New York Medical Examiner, with Joan Rivers' official cause of death, was released. The comedian died of therapeutic complications during a procedure to evaluate voice changes and stomach reflux, according to the report. Those complications included a spasm of the vocal cords that made it hard for Rivers to breathe.
Oh.
And then she went into cardiac arrest. Ultimately, it was brain damage due to a lack of oxygen that killed her. She was 81 years old. She died September 4th. I'm sure you remember.
I do.
Anyway, so. All right, let's push forward. We'll be right back. We have Congressman, his father, by the way, is a senator. Congressman Matt Gaetz is coming on to talk about the governor's debate from the 15th, the fan incident. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Despite Ebola fear spreading, the White House opposes a travel ban from West Africa.
The problem is that in all the discussions I've had thus far with